Hello and welcome back to Runes of Wizardry for part 10, which I think will be the end. So I think this is going to be the final part, and I'm going to look at inscriptions. By the way, there's this thing, lava stone. I haven't really mentioned it. There's a few things like, as we were on the last part, like I should say I haven't mentioned, like uh, some of the things like the flame infused dust blocks they can be used to make. I didn't really focus on this like newer version of Runes of Wizardry. The whole series is really I've just been using the classic dusts. So it's like I don't know. There's some other things like the spawner reassignment. I didn't look at. I didn't. I to be honest, I found that it didn't it didn't work. The spawner collection stuff. And there were a few. And there were a few ones elsewhere as well. Um, that I didn't really get to work. But a lot of it, I think the heights one maybe I didn't get to work. So a lot of them, I'd say I got most of it to work. But what about all this stuff right at the end? Um, the rune of leap. So yeah, so the inscribing stuff. So I'm going to put down the rune of leap here. And for this, it's one blank inscription, which is just like that, and a ghast here. And go. Okay, so I need to charge this stuff with the inscription enchanting rune, which seems to be this one. Has this actually got a recipe? Yeah, it does. Okay, so this goes in here. So 4 feather, 1 firework rocket. Like this maybe? It may not. Yep. What happened? What? Do you put it together in an anvil or what? It's certainly charged now, isn't it? Or do you just use it on its own? That's so odd. Oh, there we go. So you don't actually, you literally wear it as a chest piece. Okay. It's got a cooldown on it though. It doesn't really do much. Hmm. Okay. Rune of Leap. Okay, well maybe we'll try the second one. Launch forward, jump higher. Okay, so that is the process that you do them all by, I guess. Yeah. Okay, let's just check. I guess because we're pretty much at the end of the series, I'm just going to check them out here because there's so you literally so you make the blank. So just so I got this straight, you make the blanket inscription. You have to use the kind of the classic inscription enchant to actually activate. Yeah, it's a bit complicated, isn't it? Let me just do this second one. So I've got it in my head more clearly. All right, so we want to get. So yeah, I mean basically yeah. So we want the rune of leap too. So we'll put this down here. That. Yeah. And it requires no levels. There it is. So we get it uncharged. Okay, so one leap, one spawn slime. Hmm. Yeah. And then after, okay, so you do it like that. You do the one you want first, then you do the classic inscription enchant, and then you just equip it. And I believe it also works in the bauble slot as well. Okay, so yeah, so that's pretty cool. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna just. I just want to see what they will do, see which ones might be. So we'll try leap 2 then, and yeah, these come pre-charged, so that's cool. Okay, that's significantly better. And it seems to have a pretty nice amount of durability as well. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe I should do some. It doesn't always work though, which is kind of odd. Like, it's not working. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, we're going through all the other ones I've done so far this series. There's a lot of them. But yeah. Alright, so that's leap 2. Let's just go through them. Return. Sneak right click with the item to set a home point. Okay, so we'll make the home point. Let's just do it here, seeing as we're right here. Did I set it? May have done. And there we go. Cool. So that's like almost like a teleportation rune as well, that one. But yeah, you can see how that might be used for that. Okay, so they're actually, yeah, this like, yeah, it's interesting. The inscriptions are actually similar to the runes themselves, which is kind of interesting. Stores picked up items in the void. Okay, let's put that one on. And I assume most of these, I think you have to actually wear them. So we've got 0 lava stone, and it is now in the void. So I guess I'd probably want to use the rune of the void to get that back. Yeah. So if I activated this one, does it need 3 levels? There it is. It's in the void. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so cool. I do like that. I really do like that concept, actually. That's really cool. It's gone back in now. But anyway, so yeah, there is that. Okay, that's the void sigil. Not sigil. I don't know why. They do remind me. They are like sigil, a bit like that. Bounce back up when you fall. Okay. So let's just let's go up. We'll just go somewhere like up here. And yeah, and again the rune of bounce, similar sort of thing. So we're going to put the bounce sigil on. Sneak to cancel. Interesting effect. It doesn't actually stop fall damage though, that one. Okay. Blink like an Enderman. That's an interesting one. Sneak left click. Oh dear. We seem to be going through the fucking wall the whole time. What? Why am I so far underground? Oh, wow, I mean, Okay. That is really odd. I think it literally is like an Enderman. No, no, I'm getting somewhere this time. It's the vampirism setup. There's the Rune of the Mountain setup. And we're underground again. No. Yeah. Like I said, I think this Rune of Solix is good, but I do find it odd that this should have more to it. It should at least have like the flames around it and stuff. But anyway, is that? I wonder why the flames are not there. Actually, I'm just curious. Is there a reason? No, fancy graphics. I don't know why. All right, let's carry on. So there's the blink like an Enderman. That's pretty cool. That one. Blink 2. Now that is cool. Let's go directly to this tree. Yep, it couldn't have been much closer. Yeah, it's certainly much better, this. There is a cooldown. Sorry, there's not a cool. Is there a cooldown? Sometimes it's just not working. You know what it is? I think you have to actually click on a block, don't you? Yeah. Yeah, you just have to click on a block. Oh, that was interesting. That was really weird, actually. What happened there? I just clicked here. This is cool. Can I jump from here? I wonder. I wonder if it is actually possible to jump from there. No, I'm not getting it. I think if you go from like this sort of position, yeah. If the angle is high enough, yeah. If it's like yeah, that's a very interesting fact. That, to be honest. But yeah, you just don't want to be clicking on air basically. I mean, even if you like, you just have to imagine your reach is longer basically. Yeah. Like here, probably too far. That is fun, I've got to say. That is super fun, that. Okay, Blink 2 is done. Now this one was... This one is... Now, if we look at... In part 8, I believe, I had an issue with this one. If you recall part 8, well, you may not recall, but part 8 ended very abruptly, and that was because of... Yeah, I couldn't get the Rune of Level Earth to work either, by the way. Anyway. Yeah, but that was an interesting one. I think these do work, but maybe there was... I don't know. I got most of this stuff to work. I didn't get the early cooking one to work either. Now I think about it, but what was the one I was thinking of? Which was the foresight one? It was much later. This one, yeah, pushes back hostile mobs. Was it that one actually? I don't actually. You know what? I don't think it actually was related to it. Now I think about it. Anticipate the spawning of mobs. How does it do that? How on earth does it do that? Does it do that? That is super interesting, that one. So if we put it on normal mode, there's going to be spawning here. It may be better to go into... You know what I might do, actually? I'm just going to go into a normal biome here. And we're going to go... Oh yeah, this was the Rune of Fire. This was part... Where was this one? Part 3? I think part 3 or 4 for this one. I'm just trying to remember. Because I know a lot of people like the final part of series as well. So I'm just sort of trying to, you know, give you a few tips for where you might want to go elsewhere in this series. Always like to add just a little bit here. And then we're going to go Rune of Foresight. It's not really telling me much though, is it? Maybe I just need to shift left click. The problem is I won't be able to see where the mobs are. It is pretty odd, to say the least, this one. You would think, though, I would be able to see something around here. Maybe if I was in the plains, it might be easier. It's like, what is this just telling me, the light level or what? Oh shit. I didn't even think these things fucking attacked. So what does it mean? Oh, I didn't clear that up. So they should... Fuck's sake. Alright, that's the end of the series. Thanks for watching.